Alrighty folks, here we go. Grab your drink, grab your popcorn, settle in, because you know what? The Wanderer is live, baby! Here we go!
We get up every morning, just as the sun is dawning, and put our show together for you. So make the connection, the cartoon connection, we'll make you laugh and help you get through. The connection team and me will keep you company. The connection team and me will keep you company. Cartoon connection, yeah!
Because I've muted myself. Hang on, let's try that. All over it. Oh, all over it. No sound, says Rochi. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was good. Jamie would be proud of that effort, I reckon. Goodness me. Folks, I'll start again. Howdy, welcome in. Good to see you all. Apologies for that. I was muted there. Hopefully you've got me again. Have you got me now? Do a comms check, loud and clear. Rookie error there. Rookie error. Everybody got me loud and clear. All good, says Michael. Good stuff. Josh there, and this is his living. That's right, Nathan. First day, mate. First day. Tracy's in, saying it's better. Me mum's walked in. Turns out our special guest mum is not far from your place, actually. Lives up your way. It's pretty exciting. Still no sound. I don't believe you for a second there, Ed. Loud and clear, says Nathan. Yeah, there's a few people here stirring it up, I reckon. Good to see you all in here. Welcome in. Been too long since you've done this. Yeah, Bruce, it's been a little while. I've been on that tour with the soccer for quite a while now. So back home now, and a couple of weeks off. I was meant to be out camping and getting out and about, but now, as most of you know, ended up going to the doctor and got a bloody skin cancer on my leg. So I got that cut out and hobbling around, Mr. Hop Along. 5 out of 5, says Marky Lavelle. Very good. Good to see you all in here. Everybody's in tonight. This is great. Tommy's on. Tim's in. Rochi, Jordan, amateur. Yeah, I know, right? First day. My special guest will be very disappointed. We did the comms check earlier and I didn't even have my mic on, so that was bloody hopeless. Nick Taylor, welcome in, mate. Good to see you. Hope things are nice and well up where you are. Rochi, Agro is the host tonight. Yeah, that's right. How are we? How's the leg? Do you still have 2? Yeah, it's hanging on there, mate. It's hanging on there. Jordan, you're a bloody top bloke. Good to see everybody in here. Bobby Ass is in as well. Bob and Kim, good to see you guys in here. Hope you guys are well. And a bit of a different one tonight from what we normally do. And not very camping related, obviously. But whilst I was away on the soccer tournament, obviously we got the sad news of Jamie Dunn passing away, which is quite sad. I'm sure everybody in this chat knows who Jamie Dunn was and is. And obviously the Agro legacy and all his community and charity work that he left behind with him. It's quite a legacy to leave behind. And we've got a special guest on tonight who I'll introduce very, very shortly. And we'll get him in here. Everyone's saying g'day to everybody. Good to see you, Paulie Martin, Martini's Adventures, saying g'day to Bob there. Hope everything went well. Yeah, Lorna, it's as good as it can be. No results yet, but it's as good as it can be. Jordan, Chile, man, how you been? I'm great. Seen my 3 cats this week. Yeah, how good is that, Jordan? Jordan, good to see you. And everyone's saying go to Bobby Asser and everyone in here. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, a little bit different tonight. We're going to do a little bit of a special, a little bit of a tribute to the man Jamie Dunn and Agro, obviously. And also talk about some other things as well associated around Agro and the history and some of the work that he has done, as well as our special guest. So I did drop the notice of who it is. Did anybody pick up who our special guest is? I chucked it on Facebook there yesterday and shouted out the name. And this guy's done quite a lot of work, folks, not just here but also internationally. And very, very, very excited that he's reached out and wanted to jump on. Saw Adventures is in. Greggy Campbell's in. This is fantastic, folks. Good to see everybody in here. And we've also got a special prize to give away. Now, more details on that coming very, very soon. So stay tuned on that tonight. We'll give you all the details on how to enter. It's a prize you can't get anymore, folks. This is a unique one-off. It's not going to happen again. And obviously Agro related. And thank you so much to Darren, our guest, who is donating it. Evening, Bob from the Olivers. Good to see the Olivers in here. Folks, we're here to talk about a very, very special man who has brought up a lot of kids. I mean, myself and even the adults loved him and the character that he portrayed and brought to life through the puppet, I guess, of Agro. So a good legacy, good 20 years. I mean, the 90s is where it happened, but it went all the way through, even right up to recent times. And his following and his legacy and what he left behind is just incredible. And I don't think will be repeated for a very, very long time, if ever. I just don't think the world could do another Agro. I don't reckon. Which is I think it's a good thing. It's an amazing legacy to leave behind. Nathan's in. Hi from Mansfield Holiday Park. Wave to the kids, Rob. Hi guys. Howdy, howdy. Good to see you in here. Good to see you tuning in from the caravan park. That is really, really good. Really, really good. G'day. Lynn's in. Lynn Rogers. Everybody's in. This is fantastic. Good to see you all. About 60 of you on. This is great. Special guest might be Daryl Summers. Keep your eyes peeled. He might make an appearance, old Daryl. No, it's not Daryl, but he may appear in the show. Folks, we won't hang around too long. We'll get straight into it. Obviously, we want to pay tribute to Jamie Dunn and Agro and the legacy. But before we do that, there was a backstory to the man. He was never just Agro. He was also Jamie Dunn. Now, Jamie Dunn had his own story. He was born in England, came out here. I don't know how old exactly he was when he came out here, but he was born overseas, came to Australia. And in the 60s, he was actually part of a band. And I'll pull it up here. Let me give you a look just before we bring our special guest in. And what am I doing here? Where is it? Let's go. Got too many things going on here, folks. There we go. So before Agro, Jamie Dunn, there he is. Have a go at him. How good's that hair? It's unreal. I don't think many of you would have seen him with a lot of hair like that. That's pretty wild. I don't think it lasted too long. I think once the band days were done, it was back to the sort of that short hair around the sides look. And one of those guys who obviously started to bald early. And I've got a few mates like that as well. It sort of went early. And I think you got to embrace it. You got to embrace it, just like Jamie did. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. And you may not know this, but he used to get around places like Wollongabba and things like that in South Brisbane there and play in a band called the Hands Down. I don't know where the original name it came from, the Hands Down, but he used to get in and he wasn't a bad singer. Have a go at this. That's not bad. Only a quick snippet there. But it's pretty hard to find footage of this because obviously he was just playing in local bands and things like that around the place, and that Hands Down, local bars and clubs and things. Very, very hard to find some footage, but there is that little snippet there, which is absolutely fantastic. Stolzy's in, welcome in. That's 70s metal all day, that haircut. It certainly looks like it. But then you get those vibes and it's a bit, it's definitely not metal. It's more of a green cigarette vibe, but still very, very good. Landy's obviously in. I can see everyone saying g'day to Landy. Howdy, Landy Smurf. Good to see you in here, mate. And yeah, so let's have a look. And so obviously it's part of the Hands Down mob there. And then the idea of Agro. Now, before I go on with this, let's bring in our special guest. Now, hopefully this works. And Hands Down, I'll look him up. Yeah, good luck, Mark. Good luck finding anything. Our special guest Warren might know where to find some stuff on it. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. But yeah, good luck. You'll find that little clip, and that's probably about it. There's not much out there. Hands Down were a great band. Oh, maybe you guys are all over it. I don't know. Well, anyway, let's bring in our special guest. This is Warren, folks. Let's bring him in. Warren Duxbury. Howdy, mate.
Hey, Rob. How are you?
Good, mate. Good. Welcome in, and thank you for reaching out. Warren, for the folks who are watching here, let us know your involvement. You reached out to me after I put up a little clip saying, "Hey guys, we're gonna do a tribute to Jamie Dunn," and obviously you saw it somewhere, and you jumped on and said, "Hey Rob, do you mind if I jump in?" And I thought, who the heck's this bloke?
Yeah, Rob, I've been working with Jamie for about 25 years now, and was lucky enough to get the call to rebuild Agro for Channel 7. So the Agro that I built for them was for Perfect Match, but it's been the Agro that Jamie and I had our hands up ever since 2001 when he was rebuilt. Yeah, so I just worked out while we were waiting to have a chat, Agro turns 45 this year. And
45.
the Agro that I built for 7 is now older than the Agro was originally. So the first one lasted 20 years, yeah, and this one's 25.
Wow, that is
Scary.
unreal. That is a long time in it, because Jamie was 75, I think, when he passed away. Was it last month?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
76 in August.
Yeah, absolutely terrible news as well, and just shocked the industry and the fans all at the same time. Like, everyone was sort of like, "Oh, whoa, what's happened here?" It was just so unexpected and very, very sad. But we're here tonight with yourself to try and keep him alive and keep the legacy going, and the memory of Agro and Jamie and the work that he did going strong. And there's plenty of stuff out there on YouTube, and we're going to touch on some of it tonight, and just play some of the clips and talk about some of the stories and your involvement, which is absolutely fantastic. So thanks for jumping on, Warren.
No worries.
Guys, in the chat, here he is, Marky Lavelle. Great character, Warren. Well done, mate. Yeah, good stuff. And if there's any questions, if you have any questions, folks, whether it's Jamie related, Agro related, chuck him in the chat. Try and put a Q in front of your question. So do a Q, then a dot, and then your question, and I should be able to see it a lot easier. So, and we can come back to it. If you think I've missed it, don't stress. It's just that we're jibber jabbering, and we'll come back to it at some point. But yeah, if you've got any questions, throw them in the chat. And Warren, you're happy to answer pretty much most things that might come out in my sort of questions.
Yeah,
obviously nothing too personal or whatever, but
yeah. Well, nothing's off limits really, apart from anything I might get sued over.
That's right. Lynn there saying she misses those Agro type days. I think we all do. I think there is no doubt about that. And that's a good point too, Warren, you make about not getting sued, because obviously you're still active in the industry.
Yes.
You're still active with Agro, and we'll talk about that shortly. And obviously there's a lot there in film and TV, folks, that can be said and can't be said depending on contracts and all that kind of thing. So throw your questions in though, if you've got any, and Warren will no doubt do his best to answer what he can for you all. But let's talk about it. I'm going to throw up your website here, and I'm going to jump straight to the Agro stuff, mate. And just while we're kicked off early here, let's do that. Let's see if this works. Hopefully she works. And I've jumped into your page there, and folks, warrenduxbury.com is the website. We'll check out the rest of the site very, very shortly, but this is his website here, and obviously Warren's involvement with both Jamie and Agro is extensive, and he's got quite the evolution of Agro. I love this, mate. You showed me this the other night. I didn't spot it originally, and like the early years of Agro. Let's just talk about that for a second. It is a pretty wild story with the involvement there of the Muppets even, and the way that sort of came about with a little bit of controversy.
Yeah, well, back in '78, the Muppets was pretty popular. It was on TV, and there's a lot of merch that you can get your hands on, like rare merch now from the late '70s. But one of the biggest sellers of merchandise was the Animal puppets. We all know who Animal is, right? The drummer from the Muppets. And
Absolutely.
This was a store-bought puppet that Gary Rhodes, who was working for Channel 7, actually bought when he was on an overseas trip to America. And he bought the puppet back, and everyone was amazed at how the puppet, the eyebrows could go up and down on the puppet. But it just looked like Animal. It was the same color as Animal. It had the maroon fur and all those Animal features. The little round pupils that Animal had. And as you can see up on the screen there, that's how Agro appeared when Gary created Agro. And I'll say that in quotations because it was obvious it was just a store-bought puppet. And he lasted like that in that state for a couple of years before Jim Henson and the rest of the Muppets came down on Channel 7 and said, no, you guys can't keep doing that. You need to either alter the puppet completely or stop using him on TV.
Which is, it's probably a fair call, really, at the end of the day. I mean,
absolutely.
IP and copyright and all that kind of thing. And folks, I'm going to try to hopefully not get done for copyright tonight. If it goes down, I'll bring this stream straight back on, folks. So if it cuts out, I've been done. But we're going to try to avoid that. We'll see how we go. It's an incredible opening story there, and it wasn't until you mentioned the other night, Warren, that it's Animal, and then I sort of looked at it twice, and I went, after all these years, I never even spotted that. It is. It's just like
there's so many memes about Animal and Agro being cousins. I'm surprised you haven't come across it.
No, I haven't. But obviously that's the early years, and obviously Fiona came on board, and we'll touch on some of this shortly, folks. We'll show you some clips. It's absolutely fantastic through the show Wombat, and which was sort of, I guess, the kickoff of it all, really, wasn't it? Where it really started to gain traction.
Wombat was the show that took BDQ7 in Brisbane to a national level. So Wombat was then played right around the country. Just made in Brisbane and very proudly made by BDQ.
And rightfully so. Before we push on, I'll show you a couple of clips, folks. Well, I saw some questions come through. We'll get to them in just a second, but where are we here? Let's go back to this, and just while we're talking about Wombat and the early years, we'll click through here, and this is even earlier. I think this is earlier. This is Boris's Breakfast Club, which just predates Wombat. Is that your understanding too?
Yeah, so Boris's Breakfast Club was happening in around the same time. This is when Jill joined and took over that co-hosting role from Fiona. Jill Ray was sort of discovered by Jamie in Toowoomba. She was hosting a show up in Toowoomba on DDQ with another puppet character, and that sort of sparked Jamie's interest in getting her involved. But they co-hosted the Super Saturday show together. And this was all around the same sort of time. It eventually got called the 7 Super Saturday show when it went national.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. See, I don't really remember the Boris aspect. I must have just missed that as a kid.
Well, they worked on each other's shows. They made cameos on each show. Yeah.
Right. Let us know in the chat if you remember Boris. I don't personally remember Boris, but chuck it in the chat if you remember that. And
all the oldies like me.
Yeah. Well, I'm not far behind you. I'll play a little snippet here, just a short one of just sort of how basic and simple it was on Boris's Breakfast Club. Oh dear. I just love that little poke on the nose. She didn't know what to do. Yeah. She was absolutely freaking out. That clip does go on. If you find that online, folks, that clip does go on. And the small young little boy there, he gets a roasting from Boris. He can't remember the kid's name. he rips into him, but it's quite funny. But just so I keep that one short. I like that one. That's a good one. And then obviously Wombat came along, and that's obviously what we were just sort of referring to there. So the old Wombat intro. Let's see if anyone remembers that.
It's so 80s.
Oh, Wombat. Oh, hang on. We've got people saying they can't hear it. Can't hear him. Oh, that's no good. I don't know why that is. Can't hear him. No sound. Oh, no, that's a bugger. All right, we'll have to look at that. We'll have to work that out. But what I'll do is I'll come back to this and Agro's sort of venture through life. And obviously the appearance changed. Obviously in about 83, which is when I was born, to be completely honest with everybody. And total change, really.
Yeah, well, that was the forced change. Otherwise, litigation would have ensued for Channel 7 in Brizzy. So the biggest change initially was that all the maroon fur was covered by some brown teddy bear fur back in the day by a women's group. I think they were like the Red Cross or something like that, that was brought in to just cover it. So a lot of older ladies who made teddy bears and dolls and things like that were responsible for covering Agro for Channel 7. And then about half a year later, they ended up painting the animal pupils and making them more like we remember Agro as having those big black eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, too good. And then obviously Super Saturday Show with Jill.
Yes.
Came along, and that was probably the real turning point, wasn't it? Really.
Absolutely, yeah. Agro and Jill, what a combination. And partners in crime, the dynamic duo, whatever you want to call them. Jill is very active on the Agro tribute page. So if you ever want to get a message out to Jill to say hello, she's really good at responding. She's fantastic.
Yeah, nice. That is very nice to know. We've got a couple of questions that have come in. We'll quickly pause. What do we got here? Marky Lavelle, how do I win your surfboard?
Get in line.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's a beauty, that one. And,
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. Well, whilst we're talking about the surfboard, I'll quickly show you this, mate. This is, there it is in action.
Oh, you found it.
Bloody 7-year-old Rob, I think I am there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, there on one of my first couple of surfing lessons with it. And
it's bigger than you are.
That's right. And I wasn't very good, let me tell you that right. And then I think I quickly realised, probably 6 to 12 months after that, it's more of a what do you call like a keepsake type thing, more so than actually use it. So it wasn't.
Well, you're lucky. You're lucky you didn't get it carved up on some rocks.
Well, that's right. Yeah, there was a few times there because I was hopeless, mate. I would just fall off and dive into the sand, and the front would get all caught. Thankfully, it never snapped or anything like that. But it quickly realised that now let's put this in the corner and just hang on to this. And as you can see, it's still there. And I think my mother would kill me if I ever sold that or did anything with it. So she's very protective. No,
you'd be mad. You'd be mad too.
Here we go. Landy Smurf, what inspired the creation of Agro?
Well, the creation was kind of like a forced creation, really. You know, they wanted to have that puppet, and everyone loved the eyebrow mechanism, so they wanted to keep it. So they were forced to change the look of him, and so I guess you could say, it was a forced thing due to copyright infringement, really.
Yeah, of course, which we touched on earlier. Yeah, absolutely. Here's another one from Tommy Oliver. Here we go. What was Agro's favourite meal or snack?
Oh, I know. Do you know, Rob?
I'm pretty sure I know. I wonder if we have the same answer.
It's two things. Two things he's well known for.
Well, I think one was always cockroaches. He had a thing for cockroaches.
Well, that's a third thing then. Third thing.
And it was. There's
two
rocks
others.
And rocks and what was
You're
it?
close. Gravel, yeah.
Yeah, gravel and what was the other
gravel
one?
And flies.
And flies, that's the one.
Yes.
Oh dear. Yeah, I found a clip today of whilst I was sort of going through all the YouTube stuff, and there must have been something on the floor in the studio at some point, and it crawled across, and he dived down to try and eat it. I think it was a cockroach or something. That's quite funny.
Definitely.
What do we got next up here from Rochi? Where's Anne Marie now? Good question.
Ooh, good question.
She does have a Instagram profile. I did see that, but it's like a private Instagram, so you can't, like, it's not a public one. And it just mentioned something about she's going to be a teacher. I know that much. Right. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
she stepped
yeah. So Teresa Livingston and Jill Ray are very active in the on the Facebook page. So if you ever want to say good day, Teresa's actually hopefully heading back home to Australia next month, and hopefully we'll be getting together and doing a few agro-related stuff together.
That is brilliant. That is fantastic news. That is very, very, very cool.
Looking forward
good question, Rochi. Yeah, good question, mate. Rob, how did I get the surfboard? Basically, I won it on a. There was I tried to find the actual clip, the actual episode online today. I couldn't find it anywhere. But they did a similar competition with just a non-branded surfboard. And very similar to that, it was the old put your name and number on the back of a postcard or the back of an envelope with your address and whatever, send it in, and then they just pulled it out. And yeah, apparently they reckon the one I won that on had over 5,000 entries. And there was a surfboard, 5 remote control cars, and 2 little remote control hovercrafts that used to get around. And yeah, it's quite the prize. And yeah, obviously the surfboard still survives. The old remote control car's got a flogging. Smashing into walls and all the rest of it as you do as a kid. But yeah, that's the story of the surfboard. Question here from Nathan. Warren, how long have you worked in puppetry? Good question, mate. Good question.
Oh, geez. I started back in 95, not 96. I was working in Nickelodeon, and I was a studio cameraman back in the day. And one of the 2 puppeteers on the live show that we were putting to air got caught in an underground, you know, the tube, the London Underground trains. Yeah, he got caught in one of those. There was a bit of a tube strike on. And he couldn't make it in time for the show. So I locked the camera off and jumped behind the set with the other puppeteer and just took on that role. And like I'd been working with them for a while, I was able to do the voice and the mannerisms. I had that natural lip syncing ability, and had you know, just been in the right place at the right time. And as it turns out, the 2 puppeteers were both Muppet puppeteers, so they were with Henson. So I got to go and visit Henson and work with Henson's as well.
That's massive, yeah. That is huge. Absolutely. Jim Henson, goodness me, the Henson crew. That is wild.
Yeah, I didn't get to meet Jim, but
No.
yeah, got to look around the Camden Henson Creature Shop, which was absolutely amazing, and learnt a few building techniques and operating techniques from them.
Totally, yeah, absolutely. Just while we're talking about it, I was going to save this for a bit later, but we'll give it a look now, folks. This is a bit of work that Warren currently does, and you're okay for me to play this little clip, mate, that I showed you last night.
Oh, yeah,
in the
go
community
for
there.
it, yeah.
So yeah, doing some great work at a school up your way, I believe, Warren.
Oh, this was out west on a school holiday, sort of just like a workshop that the kids could do for kids who are a bit more remote. This was in Bickerton, I think this one was.
Yeah, right. Yeah, very, very cool. And I guess this sort of leads on to where is puppetry now? Like, obviously you're teaching these young kids here about it and getting them involved, but where is it now in the industry? Like, how
It's
relevant
actually
is it?
making a comeback, which is a great thing. If any of your listeners and viewers are into the shows like Mandalorian on Disney Plus, they'll know that one of the principal characters in that is a puppet, and they use the puppet for a lot of the shooting, and then they were going to replace it digitally, and everyone agreed, the crew and the producers all agreed, the puppet sold it. The puppet looked great, and a lot of people argue that the original Yoda puppet looked better than the crap that they did with the CGI. So because of that, we've kind of gone full circle, and we're going back to having more physical props that people can interact with rather than having to wait and add it in with CGI.
Of course. And it's a skill, right? Like, it's not just sticking your
Absolutely.
hand up a glove and then going rah, 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 rah. It's timing, and it's the old, what is it, up the top and then circle type thing going on.
Yeah.
down here.
You've got to be able to do that, and you've got to be able to reverse it, and you've got to be able to do 2 things at once and have them talking to each other, and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Mate, I should get you to do some.
I don't know about that. You'd have an Agro 2.0, I reckon.
Yeah.
should be pretty loose. Oh dear, very good. But yeah, we love that, mate. That is fantastic work you're doing. And also, just touching on the fact that everyone on that shoot sort of said, "Oh, hey, let's keep with the real puppet, I suppose, instead of going AI or CGI."
Yep.
I think it's also the texture side of it isn't quite there with that computer generated stuff, right? Like if you've got a furry puppet, the texture, you can see the texture, whereas the CGI stuff, I don't think is quite there yet. You can sort of tell that it's all I guess fake, really, I guess is what I'm trying
There's
to say.
something nice about having a tangible object or a character that you can actually like interact with, and I don't think Cartoon Connection would have worked if they tried to do anything like with CGI. I know it wasn't really available back in the day, but they've tried it a few times now with CGI hosts, and it's just not as good, mate. Not as good as the tangible puppet.
Yeah, right. There's a couple more questions here. One here from Lorna. Did Agro start off as Claude the Crow? That's a new one.
Totally different show.
Right.
Shell's Neighborhood. If anyone remembers Shell's Neighborhood, Claude the Crow. He was my favourite character, by the way.
Right. I don't know that one at all. That.
Okay. Shirley Strawn from Skyhooks hosted a show. It was kind of like the Victorian answer to Cartoon Connection.
Goodness me, right.
For just a neighborhood filled with puppets and full-suited characters.
Yeah, right. Interesting. Yeah, I've never seen that one. I didn't even know Shirley did anything like that. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Interesting. What else have we got here? A couple more. Rochi, how many other puppets have you made or been involved in? Good question, mate. Good question.
Okay, so I built a suite of puppets for a kids show called Funhouse, which was on Foxtel, on Fox Kids, back in the late 90s. So when I left Nickelodeon in the UK, came back straight away and just fleshed out. Oh yeah, there's some of them there with the lovely Michelle Pettigrove. She was one of the hostess. Well, she was the hostess of the show. And funnily enough, do you want a quick story about the other host?
Yeah,
so the other host, his name was Paul, and he was a lovely bloke. And he came in one day when we were very early on in the shooting, so he only lasted for a couple of episodes, and I was operating the pink toucan character there called Coco, his name was.
Right.
And Paul came in one day and he said, "Warren, I don't know what to do. I've just been offered a job. I'd have to tour, but I don't know whether I stay here and I have the regular income with Fox Kids or whether I take on the tour and see how this goes." And he ended up going on tour as Captain Feathersword, and he's still Captain Feathersword.
Get out.
Yep. So Paul left Funhouse to go and work with the Wiggles.
That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. And they're still touring. I think the old Wiggles, they're still getting around.
They are, and he's still Captain Feathersword.
He's still and I think he's my favourite. To be fair, I do like old
he's
Captain
great.
Feathersword. He's good value, isn't he?
He's great.
That's a great story.
Definitely.
But it is that thing now. A lot of people here watching along will know that my industry as well is very similar, right? We were talking about this the other night, Warren, about
yes.
film and TV industry and live sport and entertainment industry. Very, very similar. And I can totally understand his hesitation and nervousness about giving up something that's secure to go on a tour. Then who knows what's going to happen, right? So good on him. Well done. That's a great story. Good question, Rochi. Good question, mate. Just on that, I did see something in relation to Star Wars as well. Was that something similar that you've worked on, Warren?
Yeah, I got a call. Well, Foxtel got a call from Fox Studios, all owned by the same parent company, and they called up Foxtel and said, "Hey, listen, we're about to start shooting a new film. Can you send over all the puppeteers you've got to the studio? Like, let them have some time off. Send them over. We need them." And it was just me. I was the only one. So I went over to the studios, and they had all these amazing sets that were still set up for Moulin Rouge, and it was just wrapping up filming. And I had no clue what I was going to. I thought I was going to audition or go and work on Babe 4, or I had no clue what I was asked to do.
Nothing wrong with that either.
And then when I walked, that's right. And then when I walked in the door, on the front of the door it said Creature Department, and I kind of knew straight away this is a Star Wars film. And I still got to work on that for the duration of the production in Sydney.
That's incredible.
It was great fun.
But before the question comes through, did you meet the man himself, Mr. Lucas?
I did. I actually had breakfast with my mate who was an R2D2 operator, Justin. And Justin and we had a late breakfast one day because the crew had already been through and we set some things up with the droids, the C-3PO and R2-D2, and then we went and had our breakfast later. And just as we sat down, George Lucas walked in with Christopher Lee. So they both scooped up. Yeah, they got their tray of breakfast and they came and sat down and said, "Do you mind if we join you?" And mate, that was, I don't know who I was more blown away with chatting to, whether it was George or Christopher Lee, but
that's
was amazing.
A pairing and a half. Yeah.
Oh, I know. When we shook hands, his hand was like about double the size of mine. It was amazing. But I got to direct background characters while George Lucas was like a meter away directing Ewan and Hayden Christensen.
Wow.
So I got to
intense.
kind of have that working relationship, which was great.
That's brilliant, mate. Well done. Congratulations. That is
Oh, thank you.
Top marks. It's impressive on a LinkedIn profile, mate.
I don't have LinkedIn.
Oh dear. Yeah, I have it, but I don't use it.
Okay.
What else have we got here? Here's one from Ed. Question: did Agro have his own suitcase when you travel, or was he just? Good question, Ed. How did he travel? How did he get around?
He did. I wonder how many of your viewers would know the name Ansett.
Oh yes.
Okay, so Agro lived in an Ansett travel bag, which was kind of like a fake leather, vinyl-y kind of travel bag that he was kind of scrunched into every time he was packed away. So when I went to Channel 7 studios over at Epping with Julie Ward, the production manager, she pulled out the old Ansett bag and unzipped it all the way around, opened it up, and here's poor old Agro just crumpled up inside it. He was looking shocking too. Absolutely shocking.
Holy moly. Ansett. There's a flashback. Goodness me.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
I think Jamie still has it.
Yeah, right.
The Ansett bag. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And one here from Rochi. Now we'll check the general chat in just a second. Warren, how many puppets do you have under your bed? That's a good one too. These are good questions tonight, folks. Very good.
How many under my bed? Well, none. I think that'd be a bit creepy. I've got a whole heap out in my shed, but none under my bed. Yeah.
How many do you think you have? How many in the house or in the shed, I should say?
Oh, geez. Probably about 15 with me. I've just built a few for a local production place that's trying to get a kids' TV show off the ground. So I've got a few of those out there that we've just built.
Nice.
And a couple related to Agro as well.
Of course. And just some of those puppets there, as I'll just clear those questions. What sort of, I mean, ones like Agro and those sort of ones, they're priceless, right? But
yeah.
What is a sort of puppet sort of value at? What is it sort of, I mean, in the industry terms, for example? So if you were to move on to another show or something like that, you know.
Well, this is the thing. A puppet, they're worth way more than a puppet, right? So we'll just stick with the puppets. Yeah, it depends. I've built puppets for people who are just trying to get into the industry for a couple of $1,000s. The ones I built for Foxtel, a bit more than that because they had a budget. But I was having a phone call with Kyle Sanderlands, and Kyle actually offered me $1 million to send him Agro. So I guess you could say Agro's worth $1 million. Yeah, I had to decline because I would have been in serious trouble from Channel 7.
Well, since he declined, he's technically worth more. Right?
He's $1 million is chump change for Kyle. But I should have said to him, mate, can you up it a bit more, and I'll consider it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a couple of quick questions there. I'll quickly get to them. What are the material? What is the material puppets are made of now? That's a good question too. Fake fur. So the stuff that you can buy. If anyone wants to get into puppet making, there's some good stuff that you can buy at Spotlight, but there's some really good yak fur, like fake yak fur that you get online. That's all coloured, different amazing colours. That's what I primarily use, and I don't just use it straight out of the package when it arrives. I boil it and mat it up and make it look really monstery, really muppety before I start building my puppets. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, good question, Nathan. Good question. There was another one here from Tommy Oliver. Can we make puppets for Rob That would make a great show. A couple of other people there in our community. That would be pretty wild. That would be a wild puppet show. That one. I don't even know what we would call that.
Like a sidekick, Rob, would it be? A sidekick?
Yeah, I mean, well, there's two Robs in our little community here, and
Oh, okay.
we call ourselves Rob 1 and Rob 2, and then Buck's another guy, and Ed as well, and obviously Saw is a husband wife team. So that would be quite funny, Tom. I don't know. You'd have to think of a name. You'd have to think of a name for the show. And this question took longer to come through than I thought, but there it is. Where is Agro now?
Oh, good question. Good question, because the internet is buzzing with all these ideas of where he's ended up.
What rumours have you heard? What's come across your desk?
I've heard horrible ones about him being used as a Guy Fawkes, being lit by a, what do you call it, like a big bonfire, buried alive with Jamie, which is really sad for somebody to say. Yeah. Lots of different ideas about where he might have ended up.
Right. Can you give us any hints?
I can give you a big hint about where he might be. Where do you reckon he might be? Yeah.
I don't know.
Right here, Robbie.
How good. There he is, folks. Agro, he's there. Look at that. How good is that, Warren?
G'day, guys.
I love the jacket too. That is so good. I asked this question of you last night we caught up? I can't remember now. But how much noise does he make when he moves?
Well, the iMac is very, very quiet, and we held it up to the mic, and you can't hear it. It's great.
Yeah. It's phenomenal. I always thought there would have been like a little click sound or a little, some sort of mechanism sound. Is it metallic inside? Like, what's the actual build sort of structure?
Oh, Rob, you're asking me to pull the curtain back a bit too far, I reckon.
That's true. That's as soon as I got halfway through that question, I thought, no, scrap that one.
But there he is, folks. He's in good nick. He's got all his arms and legs and
absolutely
all his limbs. Yeah.
Rochi's added in there as well. Will he go to a museum anytime soon?
Well, that's a great question. So there is a exhibit happening down at the ACMI, which is in Melbourne, later in the year. It starts in September. And yes, Agro will be going to the museum, but he'll be only there on loan for a short time. I think they've got him down there for about 3 months. But in that time, we're looking at Teresa and myself going down there and actually having him out for a couple of meet and greets, which will be good because so many people just want to touch him and they want to have a selfie with Agro and
of course
we want to keep that alive for people. I know that Jamie and I have both been to different conventions with Agro, and the amount of people that just stop in their tracks when they see him and all they want to do is just like pose with him and have that Agro moment. So we're going to do our very best to keep that alive, and we've got Channel 7's blessing to keep doing that as well, which is great.
Yeah, that is fantastic. That is top notch from the network as well. So because obviously they can get on certain things, they can really tighten down on stuff. So it's great.
Yeah, no, they've been fantastic.
Yeah, that's perfect. One here from Terry G. Warren, do you do any ventriloquist work?
No, all the puppetry I've done is like hiding myself behind a desk the same way that Jamie did. And Jamie and I, we've never tried to be ventriloquist, never tried to throw the voice or do any of that. And it's just all guys. Once you start talking with a puppet on your hand, no one looks at you anyway. They're more worried. When I put Agro on my hand and I start talking, then no one even gives a shit that I'm here. And that's not me doing Agro's voice, by the way.
Yeah, no offense, but you're right.
But I can say no one gives a shit about the guy next to me.
It's so true. That's a good one. I like that. That's funny. Lynn loves it. Rochi's saying g'day to Agro. Very good. A few rounds of applause there. That is my childhood right there. And that's it. That is like this thing going to the museum there in Melbourne for a couple of months and that opportunity for people to try and get a photo with them and that's what it's all about. Everyone's saying g'day to Agro there. How good.
Rob, if anyone's in the Sunshine Coast area, tell them to grab a ticket. The 6th of June, I'm appearing there. I'm mainly talking about my work on Star Wars. I'll be there with a couple of actors who worked in the prequels of Star Wars with myself, but I'll also have Agro there with me. So there will be a very, very good opportunity to have a selfie with Agro and come and meet Agro. And from what I know, the ticket prices are really, really fair priced as well, and it's the first ever pop culture convention happening on the Sunshine Coast. So if you're on the sunny coast, it's called SunCon. And if you're in the area, support a great initiative to get something like this off the ground.
There you go, folks.
Yeah, SunCon.
SunCon. Oh, when is that? June 6th. I'll check the calendar.
Was I right? 6th of June?
6th of June. Yeah. Nailed it, mate. Nailed it.
There you go.
Yeah, that is cool. There you go. Nerd-themed drinks.
Get behind that.
These are great fun, and it's great to see when people dress up. And look at this bloke on the corner here. Who's this guy? Very good.
There's my good mate Sandy. She's the bald lady there. She played the right hand person of the Emperor in the Star Wars films.
Wow,
she's lovely,
right.
Sandy.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mad Max Fury Road, Moulin Rouge. Goodness me. The Matrix. Geez, that was a good one. That was a good one back in the day.
Yeah.
This actually looks quite bloody good, mate. And if I'm not working, I'll be there.
Oh, great.
Yep, absolutely. I'll have to check the calendar. But if I'm not working, I'll come up. That's a beauty. And anyone else, get on.
It should be a great day.
But it's always good when you see people dress up and have a bit of fun with it as well, coming as different characters and all that kind of thing. I think I saw a couple more questions come through just before we move on. We've been caught up in the questions, but that's all right. If you don't mind answering these, Warren, we might as well
I've got nothing else to do, Rob.
What else we got here? There was one there from Ed. I can't find it now. Oh, yeah, here we go. Rochi. Will Agro continue in comedy or TV? Oh, that's a good one.
Well, at the moment, there were plans for Agro and his family to star in a hour-long TV special that was ready to go into production in BDQ. So bringing Agro back home. But unfortunately, with Jamie's passing, that's all halted at the moment. But there's definitely plans to keep Agro in the public eye and to keep him. Everyone loves Agro, and it's really it's just all about the legacy and keeping Jamie's ideas alive about what he wanted to do with Agro. I was privy to quite a number of those ideas. And as I said to you, Rob, I'm not sure whether people know this, but Agro's dad was built for the Daniel Morecambe Foundation, which we'll talk about later, and Agro's son was built for the new special. So there is every chance that people will get to meet those characters. They're fun characters, and hopefully people will embrace the idea that Agro gets to live on.
Yeah, absolutely. And that leads into Stolzy's question here of, is the sad passing a resurgence for Agro? That's an
I would hate to
point,
think. Yeah, it is an interesting point. I'd hate to think that that it has been at the expense of Jamie, because there's so many things that aren't Agro related about Jamie that I'm going to miss very dearly. Yeah. If anything, Agro may be used sparingly, but it will be out of reverence to Jamie rather than trying to take over from what he's done. No, absolutely. If that makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a tricky one there. It's a good question, Stolzy, but it's a tricky one, mate. Marky Lavelle, did Agro actually say rude stuff? And if so, can you repeat a few tonight? Speaking of which, have you got maybe not something that Agro said or specifically, but a funny story with Jamie? Just you guys go to the pub or something after a shoot or something like that, and have a bit of fun somewhere or anything?
The very first time I met Jamie was at the studios at Epping, and they were doing some lighting checks for Perfect Match, but they needed Agro to be rebuilt for the show because the original one wasn't going to stand up to any sort of treatment. So Jamie and I went out and had lunch while everyone was setting up the studio, and we were having lunch, having a chat, and Shelley Craft, the lovely Shelley Craft, walked up and said, "G'day."
She used to host it, right?
Do you have
She was
kids?
the
Do you have
hostess,
kids
yeah.
watching, Rob? Do you have kids watching tonight?
There might be, but I think you're all right. Close your ears, kids.
Okay. Yeah, close your ears just for another 30 seconds.
Yeah.
When Shelley walked off to get her lunch, I said to Jamie, "Oh, she seems really lovely." And he said, "Mate, from where I sit, they're all the fucking same." And I thought, "Oh, here we go. This is par for the course for our conversations to continue from there." Anyway.
Oh dear.
But he's never changed. He's always been a larrikin.
Yeah, that's right. And he always rode that fine line of just not going too far. You know, he'd just push the barrier, then back off a little bit. You know.
Well, I have said since his passing that one thing I noticed about him was he always found that line, and he always was the first to step over it, but not too far that he couldn't come back without like redeeming himself.
That's right. And a lot of people question, you know, how could you say that on TV? But then when you actually watch it, yeah, it's slightly controversial and a bit out there, but he never swore. He never went that kind of level, you know. So it kept it at that Aussie banter level, you know.
That's right. Any of the outtakes you've seen where he is swearing, that was never on air. That was all stuff that was caught during the commercial breaks or during the taping of shows. But he was such a professional, and like all credit to him. He never stepped over the line too far with the kids watching in the morning. So any of the really hairy stuff that you see, that's all stuff that never went to air in the first place. So
yeah, and going through some of the footage again today and yesterday and the last few days is some of the clips out there. Obviously, the outtakes that never went to air. Would be, you know, Anne-Marie might slap him with a paper or something, and you can hear him say, "Don't do that." That's when everybody writes in, and it's so true, you know, and it's correct. I mean, there was never any sort of abuse shown on air.
That's right.
Speaking of abuse, Mr. Buccaroony, Rafa reckons Rafa's his pooch. He could have him in 30 pieces in 10 seconds.
I agree, and that's why I had to rebuild Agro, because you know dogs had chewed his fingers off and just mauled him to pieces. So. He definitely would be. He'd make a great dog chew toy.
Lorna missed the cue, but she put an @, but that's all right. @Warren, did you ever meet Aussie Ostrich? Oh, we're getting a bit off topic here. Did you ever meet Aussie Ostrich?
No, I never did. I would have loved to have met him.
Yeah,
what a great character.
Oh, and I that's another story I'd love to know too. How did Aussie Ostrich come about? How random was that? Like.
I know, right? My own personal idea is that they wanted an emu, but there was already an emu puppet in existence in kids' TV, so the ostrich was like a second thought, I guess.
And that again was another brilliant show. Here we go. Are the Star Wars behind you Lego or models?
Oh, they're Lego.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
my daughters are both actually building those. It's the Millennium Falcon. I don't know whether you can see it there. It's huge. It's been sitting there for about 4 months now, but it's almost finished. So they've been doing it bit by bit. But I do have one like that in my shed that's the same size, but it's actually the studio scale model, which is just so impressive to look at.
That would be absolutely. That would be next level.
Yeah.
Tommy Oliver reckons there should be a statue for both Agro and Jamie in Brisbane. That's not a bad idea. That's something I reckon we
Agreed.
could push. Where would you put it? You could put it
next to Wally.
That's true. That is very true. Jeez, that was always funny. Every time he'd turn around and Wally. Oh, good times. Good times.
Yeah, put it out, Suncorp.
Yeah, Rob 2. This is Rob 2 there. He's going to walk around the Sunshine Coast thing in his Star Trek uniform. So that'd be good. Good to see you there, Rob.
I'll probably avoid Rob then.
Yeah. Here he is. Amy gave Agro his voice, but did Agro ever get Jamie into trouble outside of TV? Good question. Good question.
Ooh.
I wouldn't have thought so, really.
He was
we
always
heard about it, right?
Yeah, both of us, when we've taken him to conventions or to the school fates or wherever he has been required or asked to attend, everyone's super respectful with him, and there's so many kids around, so Jamie's on his best behaviour.
No, fair enough. There we go. Michael, remember this every morning before school. Yeah, absolutely. And Jamie was on B105 back in the 90s. We'll try and play another clip here. Let me know if you don't hear it. Can you hear it at your end, Warren, when I play the clips?
I haven't been able to, no.
Okay, I'll try it one more time. Hopefully, fingers crossed it works. And we'll see how we go here. Let's do this. Let me try this. If it doesn't work, we'll stick with the questions. Can you hear it, folks? I don't think you can. No,
I've got nothing.
no good. No, well, that's a bugger. No. That's a bugger. That's all right. Basically, I was going to play a bunch of clips there. Jump on YouTube, everybody, and check them out. There is some funny stuff on there. That's a shame that sound's not coming through, and I don't have the time now to work it out. And but yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to the others as well. Ranger Stacey, Teresa, obviously, who was Agro's first kiss, and then Gibbo and Crikey the Clown. And Gibbo was great. I remember being a young fella and going to the show, and Gibbo was the one that interacted with the crowd. He was the one that got in amongst the kids and cheered them up and got them screaming. And yeah, he was great, absolutely great. Yeah, and not enough credit given to that man, I don't reckon.
I agree.
The to keep 200 kids or whatever entertained for 2 hours or whatever it was, that's a tough gig. That's a tough gig, it is. Yeah,
and Ian Calder as Crikey the Clown. I mean that whole show was lightning in a bottle. You'll never capture anything like that again on live TV.
That's right. I'll play it out, even though you can't hear it. I'll play it anyway. And it's a buggy you can't hear it. Because I can in my ears, but anyway, that's all right. Let me just fix that so
he's got the mullet. He's got the mullet happening there.
Yeah, exactly right. And these are absolutely fantastic. Like, it's a buggy you can't hear it. But I wanted to give him a shout out because it wasn't all just about Jamie and Agro, right? There was a whole team, a whole crew.
Correct.
Everyone from the technical crew who they actually mentioned quite a lot in the shows. And like the sound guy and all that kind of thing. Laurie, I think, was his name, and Anne-Marie's always revving him up and just that kind of thing. Just the fun stuff and quirky stuff that they just got up to, you know. And fun. Gibbo was a legend, says Nathan, and spot on. Because I managed to get on there.
He was a funny guy.
Yeah, and I managed
always
to get on
funny
there
though.
Yeah, right. Even when the cameras are off.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the stuff he came up with. When we had our roundtable think tanks, he's just off the charts, mate.
TV is garbage these days, says Mr. Buckaroonie. That is
Agreed.
Very true. I think this is the kiss. It's a shame there's no sound.
Yes, this is it.
This is hilarious.
The big kiss.
And she's so young there. Goodness me. That I'm trying to work out what year that is. That must be sort of 96.
That would have been 96. That year.
Yeah. I see. Obviously everybody sort of remembers Anne-Marie a little bit more, but I think that's only because recently a lot of the stuff you see online is all the stuff that Agro used to do to her, right? Like all the stirring up and all that kind of thing. Yeah.
He's worried about the fish breath.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh dear.
Making sure she cleaned her teeth.
That was.
And then there's a bit of pushback from Agro. That's gold.
It is. It's a bugger that the sound's not playing. And also Ranger Stacey, mate, and she was fantastic, and she took a lot of stick from him as well. And
she really did. And let's not forget poor old Ranger Tim as well.
Ranger Tim, yeah, I think it might be in this clip. Oh, I can't remember if I put it in there or not, with the cat, and he brought the cat onto the set. And he's got Agro's head up the cat's butt, and it's all mate, it was bloody hilarious.
Yeah, and Agro's sure the cat's trying to win him over.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it wasn't all just insults. You can see Ranger Stacey there dancing with Agro. There was a lot of positive stuff as well. Everyone remembers the throwaway lines and
there's Teresa's dad too.
That's right. Dad. Yeah. So they got him up for a bit of a skit. And all attacked Crikey the Clown. Which was you look at Crikey the Clown now, and he looks terrifying in that outfit.
He does. Imagine running into him in the Queen Street Mall.
Dear. Yeah, there was a few segments when he went out there, obviously, and
yeah.
did interviews with people and whatever. But yeah, very, 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 very funny stuff. But no, they were great. They were great. A couple more clips here. Again, apologies that there's no sound, everybody. But yeah, he ended up on a few different TV shows around the place, Red Faces and all that kind of thing. And
It's funny because this happened back in the day when it was unheard of for a Channel 7 character to appear on a Channel 9 show.
On a night, yeah, that's right. Yeah, competing networks, right? And it just
Yep.
goes to show you how popular he was. Like, he really was. He really was a man for everyone, like a puppet for everyone, I should say.
Definitely.
And yeah, that was a funny one because they're trying to talk about how he's going to write the number down.
Yes.
I can't remember the lady on the right. She used to be a regular on old Hey Hey. I can't remember her name. Someone in the chat will know for sure.
Oh, that's Rhonda Birchmore.
That's it, Rhonda Birchmore.
Yeah.
It was killing me all afternoon. I was like, who is that? I couldn't remember. It's yeah, he's trying to write the thing down. And yeah, it's pretty good. Rhonda jumps in. She's great. So
Yeah.
he just disappears. Oh, the old
Up
hand.
jumps a hand.
Oh dear. Very,
Or as Jamie used to call it, that was Agro naked.
the naked hand. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And then the old Wheel of Fortune with
Fat
Brian there from Country Practice. And Marky Lavelle will love that. We've got a few Country Practice fans in the chat, including myself. I was a big fan of the old Country Practice. And yeah, he got on there with Fat Cat. His love-hate of Fat Cat was hilarious.
Do you know the story behind this actual scene?
No, not at all. No.
So Fat Cat actually worked out what it was. And because Fat Cat couldn't talk, the guy in the suit was telling Jamie, I know the answer. And he's like telling him the answer. So he waited for the camera to lock onto Agro. And then he shouted out to Jamie what the answer was. And then Jamie immediately turned around with Agro and said, "What? You can bloody talk."
I didn't know that.
And now he's giving Fat Cat hell because he can talk.
Yeah, because he could talk. Yeah, oh, mate,
Yeah.
too good. It's a bummer the sound's not working, but yeah, it was yeah, good to see. And even nowadays, cross network like this doesn't really happen. You know.
Yeah, well, Fat Cat was Channel 10 at the time.
Yeah, that's right. That's good as well. Yeah, but he was on heaps of shows. Don Lane and Darren Hinch and all of it. Like he got everywhere.
Yep.
He got around.
Yeah,
He got around.
definitely.
And again, apologies for the no sound, but this is a good skit here about the Supremes, which it's a shame there's no sound. But 10 Logies, mate. 10 Logies.
Yes. Yeah.
That is unreal.
It's brilliant. It's true testament to not just to Jamie, but to the whole team that got behind that show, the Cartoon Connection, the you know, the amount of stories that people tell me when they run into me, and they'll say, you know, I loved watching Agro in the morning, and you know, it's the only thing that made me get dressed for school because Mum and Dad would say, you need to get dressed before you can watch Cartoon Connection. So they'd race in and get dressed and get ready for school so they could watch you know, an episode of the Smurfs.
That's brilliant. That's unreal. Yeah, 10 Logies. Not bad.
Yeah.
But
Well
yeah, it was
deserved.
more than a puppet, as you know. And
Yeah.
this will lead into what we're going to give away a little bit later as well. But yeah, the Agro machine is really what it was, right? It turned into a multi-million-dollar empire. Let's be honest. And
Yeah.
and good on him, and good on to everyone involved with it, because I can't imagine this kind of level of I don't even know the word I'm trying to find here. The level of just the scale of it to grow this fast.
agromania.
This big again. Agromania. That's right. Yeah.
There we go.
How good's that? I mean, things like that. Let me hang on. Let me pull. There you go. If you'll pop him up there, people will be
There you
able
go.
to see it.
That's out of one of the Hungry Jack's toys.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He was on the Hungry Jack's ads. He had his own meals. He
couple
had
of-
bloody everything going on, right?
There's a finger puppet of Agro.
The finger puppet, yeah. And like a lot of people in the chat, I'm sure, we all had these things as kids growing up. And you look back now and you think, geez, I wish I still had them. One of those things where you're like, oh, they're all bloody good. Like I still remember having shirts and the mugs and the hats and all of the stuff, right? And you know, as you grow up, you end up throwing it all away and doing whatever. And you look back and you go, what did that for? What did that for? But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, then you end up buying it back for twice the price.
That's right, exactly. But yeah, the Agro machine, definitely more than a puppet. And some of the things here now, I'll play this because you can't hear it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But they had the magazine, the mugs. You can buy the dolls. You could get shirts, hats, all those little finger puppets you're talking about. It never ended. The show bags at Eka, all that kind of thing. It just went on and on.
And
I
think I've told you, Rob, Jamie's mantra at the time was when we were talking, because I had many chats with him about the Eka show bag and other merchandising ideas. And he always used to say to me, "Wazza, if there's a till, there's a way."
There's a and it's not a bad mantra. And it worked.
Yep.
And it worked. People gobbled it up. But it was also good stuff. And the character itself, like the puppet itself, sold itself. Let's be honest. I mean, it looks fantastic. And obviously with Jamie's voice and everything along with it, you can hear him. You can hear him when you look at him.
You can, with the sound down.
Yeah, that's right.
Gold.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, and then he had a couple of albums released, and again, apologies you can't hear it, but yeah, I snipped up some of the things. You can find all this stuff on YouTube as well, folks. So get out there and give it a Google and look it up.
My favourite Agro song.
Yeah.
Do you know "Don't Go in the Dunny"? Do you know that one?
Yeah, that peaked on the.
Don't go in the dunny after Dad's been in there. Everyone would know that one.
That got up to about I think 70 or something in the Oz ARIA charts at the time.
Yeah, it was a good seller. CD single.
Yeah. Tracy Lindenberg, memories of an era lost. Absolutely, Tracy, and that was the whole point of tonight as well, is to get everyone on and have a bit of reflection, look back, and remember the good times of Jamie Dunn and Agro and everyone involved. It reminds me of the clip with the troll and the pencil. I had that one lined up tonight, Ed, the troll and the pencil, but the sound's not working, so apologies for that. But you can find all of it on YouTube. A quick little thing here. Question from Nathan. Let me go back to here. Question from Nathan. What happened to Gibbo? Do you know? Oh, that's a good question. Where's Gibbo now?
Sadly, Gibbo passed away a couple of years ago. So he,
Okay.
and that was all like very similar to Jamie passing. There was no real fanfare. It was all very quiet. Unfortunately,
right.
I thought Gibbo would have commanded a bit more of a service or some sort of reverence, I guess, for everything that he did. But hopefully, there's still time for something a bit more monumental for Jamie as well with his passing.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's part of what we're trying to do here, and just really remember and highlight the legacy, I guess, that's been left behind. You know, and
that they have both created, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And in conjunction with Anne Marie and Teresa and everybody, you know, way back to you know, Boris even. So it's such a huge part of life for this generation and the one just gone, if you know what I mean. So you know, you got people who, I'm early 40s. People who are 20 know who Agro is. People who are 60 know who Agro is. Just span that entire generation, right?
It's incredible.
Nathan, sad to hear. Yeah, absolutely, mate. And that is a shame. Don't go in the dunny. Marky remembers that one. Tommy Oliver, I saw Agro as a scout at the Mount Cootha studio on a Saturday morning. Yeah, that's absolutely. I think I went to the show. Must have been 5 or 6 times easy. And big fan. Hashtag big fan. Here we go. Rochi here. So I Googled it, and Anne-Marie Biggar, former co-host of Agro's Karting Connection, has transitioned away from the limelight to a quiet life. Yeah, and her little Instagram profile thing says that as well. If you look her up on Instagram, and it says that too. And good on her. I mean, you don't have to stay in the crazy world of entertainment. You can go do your own thing, of course. Let me jump back into here. Where are we here? So adults only as well. And he was for the kids, but there was a lot of stuff there that the house would have got a good laugh out as well. Unfortunately, these aren't going to play. Well, they'll play, but there's no sound, so I won't dwindle on them too much. But geez, he got up to some serious.
Yes,
issues.
and as I say, this stuff all happened during the ad breaks. So I was actually working for Channel 7 affiliate Prime down on the Gold Coast, and we were one of the stations that got to see all this stuff coming through live. So what would happen, the tape operators in any of these regional centres would throw up a 1-inch tape and just start recording, and they'd record everything that happened in the ad breaks.
Yeah,
and
right.
then they'd do what we call a Christmas compile. So they'd compile all these things together, and then the industry people would sit down around Christmas time and watch all these outtakes, which was just great. You know, you had your Christmas party, you had Agro being, you know, the adults only Agro. But yeah, unfortunately, due to the world we live in, it's all well, fortunately, because it's fun.
Yeah.
It's all leaked now. But a lot of people misunderstand that it didn't actually go to air, this stuff.
Yeah, that's right, and I think that needs to be made clear as well. A lot of these clips that you find online, they don't state that anywhere. So a lot of people get quite shocked and horrified that some of this stuff made it to air, and when it didn't, you know. Ross, howdy Ross, I'm 57 and know who Agro is. I'm not surprised, mate. I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
You're the target audience.
That's right. Nikki Slade watched it with the kiddos. Very good. Tracy, I only saw the passing on Facebook. Yeah, same. And like I said, I was away at the time, and I think my mother texted me. That's where I saw it, and she said, "Oh, did you hear about Jamie Dunn?" And straight away, I just went, "Oh no," you know. And yeah, very, 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 very sad.
Yeah. I sort of found out in a weird sort of way. There was a couple of posts coming through on my feed on Facebook. So I sent him a message straight away. And I said, please tell me that you're very much alive. And before I could get a response, I had Rob McKnight, who's a TV commentary person, contact me and some other people close to Jamie to let them know what had happened. And so my very next message was to his lovely wife, Marie. It was just a shock, yeah. A Saturday morning, you know, just without a care in the world, and then the whole world comes crumbling down.
Yeah, that's right. And again, the shock really, because he wasn't overly active on social media, but he put a picture of his wife and himself doing whatever, you know, occasionally. And if you followed along on his Facebook page, and almost like no care in the world. And so it's the hardest when they're just such a shock like that. Rob, it looks like the volume controller's on 0. Yeah, I've turned them all down because I can hear them locally, Rob, but they're not going out to the stream for some reason. So to make sure I can hear Warren talking, I've turned them down here. That's what that is. So apologies, everybody. But at least we could talk over them and still remember the good times. Anne Marie knocked Agro out regularly. Probably part of the reason why he was so damaged.
She's a lot of the reason why. She tipped yogurt over his head, and there's a dog mauling him. He lost a couple of fingers that day.
Yeah, that dog mauling.
If you have a look at, if you guys are able to jump on my website and have a look at the evolution of Agro, you'll see that right before I replaced the puppet, there's a lot of poses of Agro where he's holding his he's holding his arms up, and his left hand is hidden from here with Teresa and also with Shelley. His left hand is hidden because there are no fingers on it.
And so I guess just on that, how much work did it take to get him back up, I guess, operational, for lack of a better word?
I was lucky that it was still, it was only 20 years since he was first built. So I was lucky I was able to contact Fred Bartfeld, who was a Melbourne fur dealer. He would deal with fake fur. So I was able to find the same fur that they used from Agro, although I had to go with a different one because he looked, when we were talking about how the build would take place, we didn't want him to look too much like he did back in the 80s. So we had to go for a different type of fur that's more closely matched how he looked right before we have replaced him. So we didn't want to make it too jarring for people and take him all the way back to the old days.
Of course, yeah, because people grew up with him, right? So they expect it to be a certain way, of course.
Yes, yep. So that's the new one there. That's the...
And then Agro's Renaissance. So
yes.
And Perfect Match. So before we jump into Perfect Match, I'll quickly finish off here with a couple of these slides that we put together.
Okay.
And then we'll get into the Perfect Match stuff. So after Agro, so this is what I love, right? So he was, as you know, Warren, and everyone in the chat probably knows this, but he wasn't just a puppeteer. He wasn't just a comedian. He did a lot of stuff for charities, communities, and his sort of new day job became radio breakfast host, right? And he had a whole bunch of segments on there with B105 and Ian Skippen and the gang, and that's them there in the top left. And then Jamie, he moved from B105 after a few years up to the sunny coast, and then ended up on 4BC for a while, and then bounced around all of them at one point, and got to 4EB and a few other radio stations as well, the local Indigenous radio station, I guess. And he got around, old Jamie, and did a lot in a very short amount of time, that's for sure. And good on him. I mean, we can only aspire to be as busy and popular as that and successful.
Yeah. And more recently playing country hits on a station out of Kingaroy.
That's right. Yeah. And I used to listen to that. I used to stream it. I used to stream that radio station here at home. And I didn't know. I just randomly picked it one day on my little app. And there was Jamie on there. I was like, oh, what's going on here? Good on him. Good on him. But a lot of radio work post TV, and obviously started to look to move into the comeback, I guess, the big special that you guys were sort of looking to film and all that kind of thing. But 2001, the Perfect Match reboot, and I remember watching this live at the time at home on telly. Again, apologies, there's no sound, but this is a lot of your handiwork here, Warren. We're out to see.
Yes, yeah.
So the old traditional format, and it's a shame we can't hear it, folks, because he rips
so
into the three contestants. Yeah. Oh, too good. I love that jacket. How good is that? How many jackets does Agro own, mate? How many different jackets?
So there's that one which I've got stashed away, and then there's another one that's a black Logies jacket. So nice. The black one, I think, will be what he'll be presented in at the ACMI later in the year. The blue one's secure at the moment.
Yeah, right. Because he used to have the when he was starting to move into radio, he got the old B105 shirts and the 2-Day FM shirts.
Yeah.
All those as well. It's a bugger we can't hear it because he rips into these girls. It's quite funny. And, I wonder if that couple still exist. The two off the Perfect Match there. I wonder if he found love. I don't know.
Jeez, that set's terrible, isn't it?
It hasn't dated well. There's a lot about that shot right there that hasn't dated well. Look at that vest. Yes. What is old mate wearing?
Oh, terrible.
Shelley looks like she's about to go off for a round of golf.
Is it a vest or is it a shirt? Yeah.
It's got to be a vest over a shirt, surely, right?
Jeez.
But, that hasn't dated well, that show.
Not at all.
That's funny. But yeah, again, forever charitable. Jamie Dunn, the man himself. I mean, getting behind the Daniel Walken Foundation. A lot of people knew about the Children's Hospital from listening to him on radio. He was a big, big advocate for that. He was always at the hospital, mate. Whether it was himself or with Agro. And for me, growing up as a kid, Agro to the Rescue was huge. I used to love tuning into that on B105 particularly. And and you've got something on your website here. Let me pull it up. Where is it here? See if I can find it now. I'm not going to be able to find it.
Yeah,
maybe
if people jump on the website, there's a link there to Agro to the Rescue. So we want to keep this idea alive of if you need help, let Agro know. If Agro is available and Agro can do something to help out, then we'd love to keep this sort of idea alive. There's the symbol there. You can either get to use that as a link to get to the Instagram page, or jump on Insta. I would love it if everyone in the chat tonight could jump on Instagram at Agro to the Rescue and give us a follow. There's some great clips on there that we've shown some of them tonight. The Kiss with Agro and Teresa, and there's a few more in there with his shenanigans with Teresa. And I'm adding more every couple of days on that. But we want to get the old, the fur ball, the bath mat with attitude out to help as many people as possible.
Absolutely.
and carry on that.
Yeah, carry on the legacy essentially, because
yes.
I remember listening on radio back when I was on B105. It was a huge segment every morning on B105.
Yeah.
And he'd call up someone who's in quite a bit of distress or financial hardship or whatever it might be. And I can't remember how he funded it. I really can't. But he always managed to sort out the issue or help him out massively in ways that no one could really think of. And
mate, it was the force of Agro. You wave Agro around and people will help out the old lady down the street. It's just incredible.
Yeah, and I was a huge advocate for it, and I loved hearing the stories and the positive outcome that always hit it. So while we're here, let's talk about the prize, because this is part of it, right? So
okay,
folks, in the chat. I'm going to show you what you need to do here. So let me click on this. Oh, hang on. I've done it wrong here. Right. So what you need to do is go to Agro to the rescue down here and click that. That'll say follow. So this is what you got to do, folks. You got to hit follow. And what was the other one, Warren? What we're going to do? And
if people are able to jump onto Facebook, if you look up Agro's Jamie Dunn tribute page, that's the official Agro page, and if you jump on there and just give us a follow through that. There has been a lot of tributary stuff in there, but I put a post up earlier today, and what I would really, really like, if people were able to get behind the Instagram page, and this is all above board too, Channel 7 are completely aware of this, there's nothing untoward. If you jump on and follow the Agro to the Rescue page to see where Agro is going to be next. If you jump on the Facebook page, the Agro's Jamie Dunn tribute page, if you can follow both of those and then leave a comment in the latest post that I put on today, which shows the Agro Renaissance picture that we were just talking about, then we'll together with yourself, we'll pick out a random caller and you'll get yourself one of these. It's a money can't buy Agro mug. So there's Agro there in all his glory. I hope it's not flaring too much. There he is. And the logo there, the Agro with the flies. I don't know how well you can see that, Rob, but
that looks good.
Yes.
That looks good.
You cannot buy these, guys. You cannot buy these. So
yeah,
I have one pristine one to give away. I've been sipping out of my one tonight.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I had one as a kid, but goodness me, who knows where that's gone, right? I'm hoping my mum's got it up at her place, but yeah. So what you need to do, folks, get onto the Instagram there, follow that, and I've just gone to the Agro page, mate, and I'll just check this, make sure I'm at the right one. So there's this one here, Agro to the Rescue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the hang on, that is the it's just like a public page, but there's an official page that you can go to. That is, if you just type in Agros, it'll come up. It'll be one of the first things that jump up. It's an official Facebook page. Yes.
We'll find it.
There's a lovely picture of Jamie and Agro in the banner to that one.
Okay.
Not coming up for you?
No. Agro.
If you type in tribute, maybe.
Tribute? Oh, it might be because I'm on my Wanderer page, not my personal one.
Okay.
Why. Yeah, because it's like a business account or whatever. So
let
me jump out of that and I'll look it up.
All right. No worries.
Agro tribute.
When we finish here, I might see if I can put a link on the website to the Facebook page as well as the Insta page.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Pages,
that might make it easier. The page is, for anyone listening at home, it's Agro's Jamie Dunn tribute page.
Agro's Jamie Dunn tribute page.
And that's the one that Teresa and Jill Ray are following as well. Right, so you'll be able to interact with them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me pop that up. There we go.
That's
that's
the
it
one.
there. And then give that a follow. There you go. And come on down and we'll find the post. This one here.
So that's the post there, yeah. Just
Righto,
reply
so-
to that. Let me know if you had a close encounter with Agro, or if you would like to have a close encounter with Agro. I've asked the question: would you rather kiss him on the nose or the cheek? Be prepared for Agro to respond with a bit of tongue, though.
Very good. That's a good question. The nose or the cheek, folks? Don't put it in the chat. Get onto the Facebook page and follow the Instagram as well. Let me go back to the Instagram for you. Agro to the rescue.
And for those who are contemplating where they would kiss him, just keep this in mind. Kylie Minogue has actually kissed this one here on the nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
those Kylie fans. Those Kylie fans out there. What have people put so far? Let's have a look. Well done. Nice to see him again. Never met him. Sadly, taping the Super Saturday show in '91. Saw him at several events in Toowoomba as a kid. Also went to the Agro Up Late in 2021. Very good. We haven't even talked about that.
No.
Alan Marsh and I met Agro and Jamie many times over a 25-year period. Jamie turned Agro into lovable rogue, loved by so many. Such precious memories. You're a talented man, Warren. Oh, good words. They're nice. Well done to you, Warren. And the Wanderer Oz for keeping... very good. And
There you go.
And Stella tagging someone there as well. And so
Brilliant.
get your answers in. Get your answers in. If you've ever met Agro in the flesh, or rather the fur, tell me about it in the comments. If you would like to one day get a cheeky selfie with Agro, would you give him a peck on the nose or the cheek? Get him in there. He is a cutie. Says Nicky Slade. How good. That is a great photo. That's a great shot too. And get your answers in. Follow along and follow the Instagram for that mug. We'll give it a plug. I'll link to it all on my Facebook and stuff after the
Awesome.
live stream here and get that happening. And someone will win that mug. And I'll be
And we'll
very
draw
bloody
it.
jealous.
What was the date we'll draw it, Rob?
I was going to say April 10. April 10.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
we'll plug it now between now and April 10, and get your things on there. Get your answers in. Follow along, and definitely give the Agro to the rescue stuff, and check these out too. These are quite good. These are good little clips. Some of these. So good stuff. But that's what's up for grabs, everybody. And
I'll hold it
I
up
think there it is. Yeah, look at that. How good is that? Now, I'm sure some of you probably had those as a kid. And Pete McMurtry, I seen where that nose has been.
It's been many places.
Brad Howell is in. Brad's in. Agro is the Messiah and a very naughty boy. He is indeed. It's very much both of those things. Goodness me. But yeah, again, his work, Jamie's work, was absolutely phenomenal with all the charities and the wildlife warriors as well. And
Yeah.
I love that you're trying to keep the Agro to the rescue going as well, mate. That is
That's really important.
And there's no sound, unfortunately. I was going to play a little tribute there, but Vale to Jamie, 49 to 26, and 70, 75, and I think that photo was early or maybe mid 90s, maybe something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe
that would be actually that'd be 80s.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Early 90s. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing from that first photo to that photo with the hair. It's such a change, isn't it? Oh dear,
Yes.
Who knows where he would have ended up if he stayed in the band? I mean, who absolutely knows? But yeah, folks, get your entries in. Like the Instagram again. We'll put it all up over my socials as well, and we'll really ramp it up. And you can take home the mug. Fingers crossed. We'll do a pick the name winner draw thing that you can do. Go ahead, Warren.
And this may be something you'll be able to get your hands on soon. It's just really in the hands of Channel 7 at the moment. It's an Agro colouring in book.
I love this. This is great.
It's Agro with all his Australian wildlife friends. There's lots of puzzles and things in there, but it's a great colouring in book. And if 7 are giving the go ahead, this is something that I'll put on my website that you'll be able to jump on and get a copy. It's just Agro visiting all his mates.
Yeah,
in the outback. Yeah,
I love it. It's absolutely brilliant, and it kind of harps on a little bit to Mr. Buckarooni's book here that we
Yes.
did. Very, very similar, right? So, folks, get out there, get amongst it. There's the old Rafa book and everything in it. So, guys, how good is it? And I can see here, Martini's Adventures has already followed. Where is it? That's it there. So, followed by Martini's Adventures. He was in here earlier. He might still be in the chat. I'm not sure if he is or not. So, we've got one on already. Very good. And absolutely love it. And I can see here, Rochi says he's in. So, good,
Awesome.
good stuff. And get your entries in. Let us know where you want to be, where you want to give old Agro a kiss.
and you'll have a chance. If you're on the sunny coast, you'll have a chance in early June. I think it was the 6th. We said, the 6th of June. I'll be down there with him, and I'd love to meet as many of your listeners and viewers as possible to give Agro a kiss.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I'm not working. Let me have a look right now. June 6th on the old
Check
calendar.
your calendar.
Yeah, mate. April, May, June.
And then there's a few other guests that'll be along that'll be worth seeing if you're not interested in Agro or Star Wars. There's plenty of other. There's the voice of Scooby Doo. He'll be there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Neil Fanning, Stephen Hunter from the Hobbit movies, and of course Sandy and Michael Kingma, who played one of the big Wookiees. You know, the big, tall, hairy things. And also Matt Doran, who was in Neighbours and Star Wars as well.
That's huge for the Sunshine Coast, mate. That is a huge.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. You've gone up. Look, I think you've gone up about 10 followers on the Instagram. We've got a few in there already. Let's have a look. So we've got a few now. Another couple here that are all linked. Brad's in there. Rob's in there. Annie's in there. So it's kicking along nicely. So
Brilliant.
Good stuff.
Just make sure you make that comment. Make that comment on the Facebook page, and I'll get together with you, Rob, and we'll draw someone out.
Absolutely, that'll be a lot of fun, and I'll be jealous of whoever wins that. That's a good prize, that one, I tell you.
Rob, maybe I could swap you one for your surfboard.
Oh, hey,
No.
Like I said, my mother would shoot me, mate. My life wouldn't be worth living.
That's all right.
Here we go. My kids met Agro and Anne-Marie in '92 in Bow Desert. Yeah, right.
Oh,
He must have
wow.
been doing an appearance or something at a shopping centre.
Yeah, all the shopping centres, yeah.
Something like that. Where on the sunny coast? I think I've still got the website here.
It's at Caloundra. It's like a Caloundra Arts Centre or a Caloundra.
Where are we here?
does it say?
Caloundra. Surely it's got to say, right?
I'm not sure. They'll have all the info on there. Jump on and like their page, and you'll be across all the announcements for that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. When are you on, mate? What have they got you in for? Oh, no, it's not out yet. It's not out. So contact. It doesn't
I know I'm doing a Q&A.
Sunshine Convention Centre.
There you go. I know I'm doing a Q&A with the Star Wars guys, but I think they've also asked if we could do a Jamie tribute, which I'm all for on the day as well, which would be great.
That'd be very nice and quite touching too, I think. Nikki says on the forehead.
On the forehead. Oh, well, it's a place that many people haven't been, so
That's true.
you'll be free of disease.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, his eyebrows did look a bit funny when they were down, right? The pink sort of thing at the top of that. It looked a bit weird. Rochi wants the colouring book, so that's good. Marky Lavelle, thanks so much for organising this. Love to meet you, Marky must be heading out. Thanks for jumping on, Mark. I appreciate it. And,
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, it's always good to have people in here. Rochi, can you colour in between the lines? Jordan ripping into Rochi. How good. Good. Dean's in. Howdy, Dean. Good to see you, mate. He's joined both as well. Good stuff, mate. He's liked the Instagram and jumped on the Facebook. Good stuff, mate. And that's what it's also about too, folks. When Warren reached out, I like I said, I no offence, but I didn't know you from a bar of soap, so to speak.
That's okay.
And I'm so glad you did, because your own personal career and it's fantastic, and the work you're doing is just absolutely unreal. He's got a couple of songs. He's got his own children books that he puts together, and the work you're doing is great, mate. And a huge shout out to you. It's not just Agro, folks. As you've heard tonight, Warren's been involved with Star Wars and a whole bunch of other stuff. And it just keeps on going, right? So it's not just Agro.
No, I've been pretty busy lately getting into the songwriting. So a lot of the phrases I used to say to my daughters when they were growing up, I've just, they've been in my head for years, and we've managed to get some lyrics down and actually turn them into songs, and the books have sort of spanned from that as well.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, and I love the theme. It's all Aussie stuff, mate. It's all
Yes, yeah.
It's great. It's great. And I've listened to a couple of these songs. What one did I listen to? I listened to one the other night. I can't remember which one it was.
Everyone tells me they
Beat
like
Birds.
bottom burps.
Bottom. Oh. Hang on, where's this going to take me? Was it Bottom?
So the
Birds?
Beat Birds
No.
is the fictitious band that released all these songs.
Right. Oh, it was the Kookaburra's Christmas Cackle, I think. Maybe that's the one.
Oh,
it was.
yeah.
Yeah. And I love it. I love these animations too. They're absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, mate.
What's Marky said here? Trivia to follow. I do have a trivia lined up if we're keen. I've got 5 questions on Agro. We can do them if you like, folks, before everybody disappears. I don't have a prize. I'll think of something. But don't leave any time soon. We'll do that, Marky. Why not?
I'm sure I
Roachie.
can find something, Rob, for a
No,
prize.
I don't want you to give away everything, mate. We'll think of something. Roachie, great to meet you tonight, Warren. How bloody awesome is this? Everyone loves Agro. Let's not ever forget the great man himself who shoved his hand up Agro's butt. The great man himself, Jamie Dunn. Well said, Roachie. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. We'll try and get there. Likely be Caloundra Civic Centre, possibly. Yeah, it did say Caloundra Convention Centre, which is probably the same thing. They had Steve-O from Jackass there a while ago. Yeah, right. I didn't know those guys. Wow, they're still getting around. Oh, bloody Jacko. Road trip to Caloundra. Sounds like it, Tommy Oliver. I think we need to lock that in. We'll make that happen. Awesome chat. Good night, everyone. Happy Easter. Yeah, very good. What is the time? It's 7:45 up here, which means it's 8:45 down south. A lot of people who watch in here, Warren, are from over the border down south. So,
Okay.
I guess it is getting a little bit long in the tooth. Night, Lorne. Everyone say good night. Buckaroony. I wasn't allowed to colour in as a kid. I kept eating the crayons. Too good. All right, well, quickly, I'll see if I can get this trivia up and running. And 5 basic questions on Agro. Before everyone takes off, night all, thanks for the entertainment. Flashbacks to when my kids were little. Absolutely, Nikki, absolutely. Let me see if I can get this up and running. Bear with me a second. And a couple of questions here, and we'll try and 5 quick questions. I haven't properly set this up, so we'll see if it even works. And see how we go.
Am I out? I can't play, right?
Nah, but you can play. So how you play is you answer the question in the chat. So the question will appear, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So 1 Brisbane, 2 Sydney, 3 Melbourne, 4 Canberra, for example. If the answer is Brisbane, I think I said that was number 1. Put the number 1 in. You don't need to write the whole answer. But yeah, just
It's
the
okay.
number.
I've already told you I can't do two things at once, Rob. So
Oh dear. Oh, hang on. We're about to kick off. So hang on. Here we go. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. We're off. Hopefully this hasn't cut the question. It doesn't quite look right to me. Anyway, we'll see. I didn't test this really. There we go. What channel? Let me turn the sound effects down. Holy moly, that's a bit loud. What channel did Agro's Cartoon Connection air on in the 90s? Was it 7, 9, 10, or ABC? Get your answers in, folks. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. And there's only 5 questions, folks. I don't know what the prize is going to be. We'll work that out later. I thought I'd set up quick 5 questions just for a bit of fun. So, what was it? What channel did Agro's Cartoon Connection air on in the 90s? And if you've been watching all night and you don't know the answer, goodness me. But yeah, we do this every now and then, Warren. We get on and we do trivia, normally about any sort of topic, any topic in the world, and we also do some fundraising for charities and things like that throughout the years.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
And it's obvious everyone was listening.
Yeah, clear. Well, we'll see. There we go. It's cutting off the screen a little bit, but we can see enough. I haven't quite set this up properly. I did this in a rush this afternoon, but that's all right. But Channel 7 was the answer. Channel 7 was the answer. And we'll move on to the next question in about 5 seconds or so. Good job, everyone. Well done. Everyone got in. And send prize via my Wish account, please. What is the correct spelling of Jamie's last name? Aha! Aha! I thought this was quite a tricky question, Warren. I thought I might stump a few people here.
Well, not if they've joined the Facebook page.
Fair call. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. If you're following along on the Facebook page, you'll know the answer to this. Well, quickly now, jump on there. You got 20 seconds, and you can find the spelling. Yeah, we did this about a month or so ago, Warren, and we had our first kind of bots come in and take over, and they were doing AI and all this and stuff, and it got crazy. So, it was a little bit sad, but it was still fun.
Yeah.
It was still fun. We just started ignoring them. So, all right, how do you spell Dunn from Jamie Dunn? What's the answer, folks? Looks like everyone's going for 2. We'll find out. We'll find out what the answer is. Yep, well done, everybody. Everyone's going to win. So what happens here, Warren, is you've got to be correct and the fastest. So
okay. Right. How do you work that out, Rob?
Thankfully, the program does it for me.
Oh, good. That's great.
But yeah, so you've got to be the correct and the fastest. So what is the largest mammal in the world? That's not the right. It's all jumped here. I don't know what's happened here. Let's answer this anyway.
Well, we were talking about Australian mammals, weren't we?
That's true. Yeah. That's true. I don't know what has happened here. Anyway, oh dear. 2 questions to go after this one. What's the largest mammal in the world, everybody? And blue whale, giraffe, elephant, or a great white shark? Maybe I missed this one when I was writing the questions out. Apologies, everybody. It's all a bit of fun. That's what we're here for. And
so
it's just like an episode.
Still answering the last question, or they're on to the new one now?
Yeah, sometimes you got to refresh your browser to make sure you're up to date. Sometimes if you're not sure, but. Yeah, this is just like an episode of Agro's Cardio Connection, mate. Anything can happen and will.
It can.
How'd you all go? Everybody got blue whale. Well done. Well done. Hopefully the next question's Agro related. Let's see. 10 seconds to the next question. But yeah, thank you, Warren, for coming on, mate. It's been an absolute pleasure.
You're very welcome. I'm so glad to have had the chance to talk to you and all your loyal fans. It's amazing.
No, mate. It's a good crew in here. Here we go. What TV show below did Agro not appear on?
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. We talked about some of the shows that he appeared on. We showed some of them.
Yes.
Which did he not appear on? I thought if everybody's getting the answers right, we need a question to break it up,
to
right?
stump them, yeah. Yep.
So, Rob, can I phone a friend in India? Yeah, we had some Indian bots come on last time I played this, and it was a bit of a disaster. Yeah. But anyway, just means people are enjoying it and it's getting popular or whatever. So you get that. But, which show did he not appear on, folks? Price is Right, Hey Dad, or Family Feud? He appeared on all of them except one. Which one did he not appear on?
There's a couple that got it right. If you're going for the red herring, yeah.
It
wasn't Hey Dad.
It was Price is Right.
Price is Right, yeah.
Yeah. He got on Family Feud.
The cameo on Hey Dad was very, very funny.
Try finding it, folks.
Oh, I found it the other night, actually, where he was talking to the receptionist on the show, yeah.
Yeah, the redhead lady. I can't remember her name.
Yes.
What year did Agro's Cartoon Connection first go to air? This is the last question, folks, then we'll have our winner. What year did it first go to air? This is according to Wikipedia. So if it's wrong, don't blame me.
There's a bit of a dispute about when Wombat first went to air. A lot of people are saying 1977, but I've got it assured that it was 78 from one of the guys who worked on the show.
Yeah, right.
But Wikipedia and everything says 77.
It's
sorry, 79, but it is actually 78.
78. Yeah, right. Well, you can let us know if you think the answer's wrong here, because again, this is a Wikipedia answer. So we'll find out. Here we go. This is the last question, folks. We're about to get our winner of a prize that's unknown. So we'll see what it is. I'll come up with something. I'll send you all something. What do we got? Oh, only a couple of you got it. Black has got it. Tommy Oliver, 1990, folks. I thought a few would go for 89.
Does anyone get a bonus point if they know how many years it ran for?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good question. Keep your eye on the chat. There you go. Answer that one as well. And
Let's see who gets it first.
Yeah.
How many
we should
years?
Oh, okay. So it's cutting it off. Hang on. Let me.
Oh,
That's all right. Hang on. We'll see the winner in a second. There's the people that didn't win. Let me do this.
oh, we've got a winner already.
Display leaderboard. Open leaderboard in a new tab. Let's try that. Okay, stand by. Here's the actual winners, folks. You're not going to believe it. There we go. Tommy Oliver has taken it out. Well done, Tom Oliver. Tracy Lindenberg came in second. Black is in third, followed by Josh, Marky Lavelle, Martini's Adventures, Lynn, Pete, Newey, Camp and Oz, Buckaroony in 11th there. Well done. Salty Beaches, Rochi 13th, all the way through to Jenny Cameron down there in 13th, who must have got in late there. Me mother came second last. What has happened there? Tim Ryan in 28th. Nathan in 23rd there. Good stuff. Annie Fuller 22nd. Well done, everybody, for jumping in and playing along. That was a little bit of fun. Did we get an answer on the bonus point?
Yes, we did.
There?
Martini's Adventures was straight in there with the correct answer.
All right, so we'll give him... No, he hasn't got enough there. I was going to say we'll give him 100 points in the leaderboard, but that only takes him... He's still stuck in 6th. So he's still stuck in 6th. Well done, though, Paulie Martin. Well done. But yeah, that's the kind of fun we have on here, mate. We just have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a carry on, and yeah, it's good. It's good.
Good stuff.
It's a good crew in here, and Tommy Oliver. I'll be catching up with him in about 2 weeks anyway. We're looking to go on a camping trip. 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that. And yeah, I'll shout him a cart and a piss or something like that. Do something.
Well, if he makes it to Caloundra, I'm sure I can find something for him.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah. Let's do a road trip to Caloundra. He's the gentleman who mentioned doing it. So yeah, we could look to do that.
Awesome.
But any last questions for Warren before we let him go, folks? It's 8 o'clock up here in the real world and 9 o'clock down there in Crazyland. So any last questions? Chuck them in. Otherwise, we'll let Warren go for the night, mate. Thanks for jumping on. It's been absolutely brilliant. I'm so glad I've got to meet you and through all of this. I mean, how random is it? How good is it? And
thank you, Rob. It's a great opportunity to chat with you.
Yeah, mate. And guys, jump on his website. It's a brilliant looking website nonetheless. And the animations and things you've got going on here are just fantastic. He's covering everything, books, puppets as well, some stuff there. I mean, the Funhouse stuff, and obviously all the Agro things. And get along to Caloundra and down to Melbourne too. There's a bunch of people in here that are from Melbourne. So
okay, great. There's a chance that we might see you in September at the ACMI, myself and Teresa.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously Agro is going to be there. So
yes, yeah.
Tommy Oliver there. Yes, I will go. Thanks, Warren. You are a legend. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff.
Thank you, mate.
Oliver. And Brad Howe there. Thanks, Warren. Love the chat. Good stuff. Yeah, they're good people in here, Warren, mate. So I'm glad you got to
awesome.
Jump in and have a good yarn. Fantastic night, guys. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, mate, it's a nice little insight for a lot of people, and myself, obviously. You know, big fans of Jamie and Agro and the work you've done.
Definitely.
So, and again, it's these stories you want to tell. Like, these are the ones, you know, keep it alive, you know, keep the memory going and the legacy happening. Thanks, Robert Warren, for a fantastic night. Paulie Martin, good stuff, mate. Paulie Martin, I saw you like the Instagram. Get your answer on the Facebook page, and it'll be good. Always having a crack, Joshy. I set myself low standards and failed to achieve. He's obviously talking about his poor performance in the trivia there. Oh, dear. Thanks for the great night to both of you. So, yeah, the love is there, mate. Obviously for yourself, Jamie, Agro, the whole crew, the whole gang. And I know he left behind a beautiful wife and I think 5 or 6 kids, something like that along the lines, or something like that.
Yeah, a few. And the steppies as well. So, yeah. Yeah,
of course. Yeah. And that's the thing, you got to remember, it's not just a puppet, it's a person and a family and a life. And it's an honour to be able to have a yarn about him and talk about him in such a good light, and everyone here loves him. So, yeah, it's beautiful.
Much appreciated. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, mate. No, thanks, Warren. I'll let you go if there's no more questions. Looks like everyone's saying hooroo and all the rest of it. So thanks for jumping on, mate. I really do appreciate it. And,
not a problem.
Yeah, we'll sort out
Caloundra.
And again, folks, you got to the 10th of April to get your answer in on the Facebook page and like the Instagram, Agro to the rescue as well. So we'll do a one of those random name picker things that pulls out the name, and yeah, we'll jump on and probably do something similar to this and announce a winner. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Thanks, Warren.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. And
thank you,
guys. See in the
chat,
mate. Everyone appreciates your time, and so do we. And
thank you so much.
Loved Agro, and I'm in my 70s. There you go. So
I'll get him to say goodbye. Get him to say goodbye.
Oh, very good, mate. Very good. Nice little sign off.
Thanks, legends.
Good. Too good. Thanks, Agro. Top notch, mate.
See you, Robbie.
Cheers, Warren. Thanks, mate. We'll catch up in Caloundra, mate, for sure. And again, we'll chat before then to announce the winner of the mug. So get your answers in, folks, and yeah, hopefully we can get a winner. Thanks, Rob and Warren, for a great evening. Rest in peace, Jamie. Always loved, never forgotten. Great words, Rochi, and a good way to end it. Yep. So, yeah, thanks, Warren. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.
Thank you.
You're all bloody brilliant, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks, guys. And a nice little hooroo there to Jamie. Thanks, guys. See ya.